Forward to press freedom, forward. Forward, to press freedom, forward. Manda, way to, manda, way to, manda, manda, way to, manda, way to, manda, way to, manda. Thank you, ever so much. At this time, we want to use this wavelength to salute the resilience, the tenacity and fortitude of gallant, revolutionary political paratroopers, devotees of social justice, adherents of revolutionary tendencies, men and women that have gathered on this great intellectual hall that is named and starred as the Papi Solo Conference Hall. United Marketeers for the re-election of President George Manawiya. National Shushan Boys for the re-election of His Excellency President George Manu, we are so. The United Disadvantaged Youth for the re-election of George Manu, we are so. Men and women representing the 15 political sub-geolemscape of our country. District chairpersons. The media want to use this platform to once more say to you that you are welcome to the grounds of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, this is where peace and tranquility is becoming actualized. This is where we call the home of the homeless. Yeah. This is where we call the brave of the braveless. So we say to you, when we man this pastor, we don't gentle. Or it's to show that a message, a firing message, will be echoed from the office of our party leaders. And it's predicated upon that you have been summoned tonight while the weaker political vessels are asleep. You are here showing that you provide a clear-cut political direction for them. These are political escapees who think that they have the ability to govern this country. But we want to say to them that the people of the Republic of Liberia are resolved to ensure that His Excellency President George Manu becomes re-elected on the first ballot. This decision remains unabated, it remains uncompromising. Comrades and friends, not to waste time, we say to you again, we want to recognize the full bench of party stalwarts, and that will be done by the Vice Chair for Inter-Party Affairs of the Revolutionary National Youth Fleet of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, Garrison Abba Davis. Guys, Abba Davis, we want to say to you, Manna, wait, 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 c'est quoi, master party, c'est quoi, yo, CDC, yo,
Aruta, time is fast spent. We want to quickly execute the task for which we have been instructed to perform. Let me quickly recognize the presence of all National Executive Committee members of the Youth League that are here. The Youth League here is being led by the senior, most powerful official of the Youth League, Comrade Leader Eddie Sepu Chawari. Put them together for the Youth League. We want to recognize all of our representative candidates that have come to grace this auspicious press conference. Say you are welcome and you are recognized. We also want to recognize the Women's League, officials and members of the Women's League that are here. We quickly want to recognize officials and members of all auxiliaries of the Mighty Coalition of Democratic Change. So, and to retire from this stage, I'm honored to recognize the most powerful person in our midst, the most powerful party leader in our midst here today, a retired student general or lead campaigner through his struggle history against rape, a retired youth leader of the Mighty Coalition of Democratic Change. And now, the Secretary General of the Mighty Coalition of Democratic Change, Jefferson Jamakoji. Put your hands together. We want to recognize members of the Fourth Estate, our good friends that have come to grace this very important press conference. With the tax that has been bestowed upon us, performed, I'm honored to retire this stage. Welcome back the official mouthpiece of the Revolutionary National Youth Democratic Coalition for Democratic Change. So, back, we'll continue with this program. Thank you. Manda!
Respond, respond. Manta,
Where to?
Manta,
Where to?
Manta,
Where to?
Viva Comrades, viva!
Viva!
Viva militants, viva!
Viva!
Viva militants, viva!
Viva! Manda! Where to? Manda! Where to? Manda! Where to? Where to? Manda! Where to? Manda! Where to? Manda!
Comrades, again we want to salute Inter-Party for a brief recognition of party stalwarts at this coefficient of intellectual expansion. I will now zoom in one of the leaders of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change, who will do the overview of today's gathering. We'll give you the essence of this convergence tonight. And many of you are now wondering what is the message, why we gather. We want to say to you, the CDC is the only institution that can rise up to the occasion at any point in time while the elements are in a tear sleep. We want to say to you, having a tear dream. We want to say to you, the political antenna of the CDC is consciously erected and is prepared always and at any point in time to provide guidance and direction. Comrades and friends, I will now dismount myself and zoom in the vivid presence of the former Vice Chair for Legal and Governmental Affairs of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition of Democratic Change, and now currently serves in a position as the Vice Chair for Political Affairs. Comrade compatriot, leader, Eddie S. Trawali, you have my honor.
Manda! Where to? Manda! Where to? Manda! Where to? Manda! Where to?
I have a message. We have a message. Party has a message. Energy has a message. We have a message. Manda, where to? Manda, where to? Manda, where to? Manda, where to? Reactionary tendency. Reactionary tendency. Reactionary tendency. Shocking. Shocking. Nima country. Shocking from Nima country. Shocking from Babolu. Shocking from Maryland. Whoa, Joseph Baga, whoa. Boo, Baga, boo. Thank you. Again, I'd like to extend my right hand salute to the Secretary General of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change, the man who presides over the 9 constituent political party secretariat, the oracles and the former Youth League chairman of the Indomitable Revolutionary Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. And let me extend my warm felicitation to the Deputy Secretary General for recess record, former compatriot Randolph Felix Basakwa Major Stroke Dopayu, son of the Bushman, the Gorilla Killer, Pawan Sapo, and the Lion Killer. This man has an undisputed role in the rural terrain. He was born in Grand Gila County. He battled for the people in Grand Gila County. And so he will always serve the people of Grand Gila County. Again, let me salute the Secretary General of the Revolutionary Congress for Democratic Change, Wayne, Sylvester Hassan Newland, a brother of historical battle struggle. I'd like to say I give him my right hand revolutionary salutations. to all of our partisans, stalwart and doyen revolutionary compatriots, and let me extend my felicitation to you. You are a battle-tested partisan of our party. Your struggle history will never be questioned, and that history remains unabated.
Yeah.
And let this message be clear and carry a resounding chord. I'd like to also extend our deepest revolutionary felicitations, and we are in solidarity with our brothers, Brother Andrew, a media man that was brutalized by death squad of the Unity Party, the former Secretary General of the Unity Party, a well-decorated naked man in the street of Monroeville. Vamu Ali,
Situation hero.
a man who has consistently been into situations that he cannot handle.
Yeah.
This man brutalized a peaceful journalist,
Jasper Father Andrew.
Father Andrew is a brother who asks simple questions. That is the role of our brothers and sisters here. They mean no harm. Their role is to ask you simple questions. Address the question. Do not go for them personally. Deal with the matter at bar and deal with the matter on grounds. And so the brother who naked himself publicly in the street of Monrovia, to the extent that every females, even the kids, got a naked photo in the country, is the man that brutalizing journalists. And so the onus is on the journalists now to begin to protest against that young man. You are under responsibility to chase that man wherever he goes, because he lacks the moral rectitude to even address the press and the public in our country. What I'd like to say to Brother Father Andrews, the chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League, Dr. Antonio Agostino Nito, have set up a strategic committee elected by the Vice Chair for Legal Affairs of the Youth Wing to begin to probe into the matter and expeditiously investigate the issues. When we get the sufficiencies of evidence, the journalists will be supported by the youth wing. You will muster the courage to engage the brothers on the other side. Again, I'd like to say to all of our partisans and our 18ers, you demonstrated your calisthenics yesterday. What you did yesterday is unprecedented. The 18ers must be shown publicly, and Joseph Boyga must be defeated, and you will be defeated on the first ballot. And that is the battles of the young people. That is the battles of the young people. And so yesterday, an avalanche of young people converged on the 18th Street, celebrating and ensuring that our kids in the community were distributed with some academic utensils. Those young people, those kids, they got the academic utensils, brother play Lulu, to remind our people and the young people of 18th Street. And in fact, I was just having tete-a-tete with the Secretary General. He informed us that 18th Street will be our living place. If you from Bapolu County, if you come into Montserrat County, you must go 18th Street. Before you come to the political center of gravitation, you must visit 18th Street. If you're from Nima County, your duty is to visit 18th Street. Then let's go on to our brothers in Grand Nigeria, in Sino, in River G. 18th Street must be visited by you. It is your fundamental obligation to ensure that 18th Street, it is a tower of blessing and a shower of blessing. 18th Street now is like an Israel. If you need blessing, you must run to 18th Street and consult the oracles on 18th Street. And that's what I was demonstrated yesterday. Amanda! And so yesterday, scope of young people and avalanche of intellectual guerrillas, guerrilla Bongo converged, celebrated and reminded themselves that 18th Street is unprecedented and unapologetic. We must move into history. And so the brother said the masses must move their way in history where the potencies of power must be shown. And that's why we run into 18th Street. So we are on our obligation to go to 8 nations. I also like to renaissance and extend my congratulations to the brothers who demonstrated their strength, their gymnastics. So we have a young scope of young men in the country. When you know that CDC is a diversified that people would involve in the weightlifting. So the guy went there, and you saw that the strongest men, Mr. CDC, you saw that. Other brothers also demonstrated their strength, the gymnastics. So the Secretary General will rumble you through. He's the one that gets the official message. And so we'd like to salute our brothers who came, not just during the birthday. Our brother who came, participated in the process, and they did absolutely well. I'd like to say to you, that we say you have our round salute. To conclude and zoom in the man who will officially deliver the message, I'd like to say to you that the youth wing have indoctrinated the focal theory. In revolutionary science and athletics, theatrics, we have the focal theory where men will be spread on the battlefield to ensure that the elements must be recruited, that the unprecedented one-round victory must be uncompromised. And that's why we have introduced the focal theory. I know the guys are listening, but you do not have the strategy to employ the focal theory. Only the Coalition for Democratic Change has the impetus and the political wavelengths to ensure that the focal theory be deployed. And so the focal theory will be deployed in a very shortest time. Men will ensure that the focal theory will be exacerbatedly executed, and we will do that to the code. Against this backdrop, I do not have the message. I do not have the message. The message will come from the official president who owns the message. And so he owns the message. He owns the message. He got the message. He got the message. Against the backdrop, I'd like to use this wavelength to zoom in. The former spokesperson of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. The former student general. The unprecedented urban Gorilla rural Bongo. A man who believes in revolutionary science and theatrics. The man that presides as the vice chair for operation. The vice chair for operation of the Revolutionary Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change Youth Wing. Impressing your comrade complete track, cadre, ideologue, Fidel Castro Wisse, Fidel Alvin Wisse. The man that hails from Doe community. So my brother, you have my unprecedented revolutionary salutations. The jumbo ensure that the leader can deliver the message. Amanda, where to? Manda, where's Manda? 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 Where's reactionary tendency? Abbas. Reactionary tendency. Abbas. Yes. Arab speaking Liberia. Abbas. Arab speaking Liberia. Abbas. Arab speaking Liberia. Abbas. Ben Johnson. Abbas. Yo, I'm waiting for money to go for you. Yo.
Amanda, where to? Amanda, where to? Viva, 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 Fidel, viva, viva.
Thank you, comrades. Let me stand on this existing revolutionary protocol. On behalf of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change, bring you warm, fraternal revolutionary salutations. Comrades, We have been told in history that those who fail to make peaceful revolution possible will make an attempt to make violent revolution possible. Few days ago, we witnessed a group of anarchists and last surviving mafia of Liberia's pitiful history trying to desecrate the sacredness of the Atlanta Stadium. The stadium visited more than 3 times by the firepower structure of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. And we said to these charlatans and miscreants and irresponsible take-athletes in no competition. We know Olympic or tournament because we are the masters. We are the custodians, the Siddhartha. We are the powerhouse of the contemporary politics of this country. And that's why when they desecrated the environment Congress, they gave you no message. They gave you absolutely no message. What you saw and what you listened to after the process was to distribute unsolicited innuendos. Was to vomit unsolicited innuendos. No message. I would laugh at them. We heard them talking about coups. And I said to one of my friends, I said, if you were to juxtapose between coups and butt naked, a man who gets 20,000 like more than 20,000 Liberians, who has a stream of blood. It was juxtaposed between coups and Prince Johnson. The man who took and escorted Liberians to mass graves, some of them they were amputated. In your rational juxtaposition, nobody will prefer Prince Johnson. Bob making. But these elements do not survive in normal democratic environments. They always use classes to impose undemocratic tenets on the masses of our people. And that's why when you heard them talking about Arab Spring, this has validated the position that they have lost, they have given in these elections, that the CDC has declared that this election will be won first round. And the only authority that they have to their disposal is to remind Liberians about Arab Spring. And you telling us here, Liberians, what is Arab Spring in the context of terrorism? What is Arab Spring in the context of instability? But that will be interpreted at a very later date. We have a responsibility, very simple responsibility. Like we said to you, that the official communicator and the chief convener of tonight's message will be the one to promulgate and articulate the final marching order of Liberia's biggest mass-based grassroots movement, the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. So, before it comes to the Russian comrades, Permit me to recognize the former superintendent of Nima County, a former campaign manager of the Unity Party, the left Unity Party, in presence of comrade, compatriot, combatants, and opinion leader, a gladiator, a revolutionary by excellence, and two sons of Nima County, ideologue, comrade Von Gami Zagli. Brothers together for him. So when you see an avalanche of Nimbayans, sons and daughters of Nima County, trooping to the first round revolutionary veteran mandate of the Indomitable Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. It tells you that these elements repeating first down, that even the day of judgment, they do not have opportunity to resurrect. As a matter of fact, there will be no autopsy reports on their remains. So permit me, comrades, we don't have time. Permit me to bring on the Secretary General. Permit me to bring to this restaurant the Wonder Boy. A man with an extraordinary revolutionary tenacity and fortitude. The man with an enviable political monomania and pedagogies. This is Sunday night, we have to remember former chairperson of the Revolutionary National Youth League, concomitantly Secretary General of the Indomitable Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. Complete compatriot Jefferson Tamakoji, you have my one. Revolutionary slow, Zerio. Our generation is secure, says Zerio. Respond. We are here with you, leaders, Zerio. Journalists respond to the battle cry, say Zerio. Press speed on Zerio.
Shakeable, opposition shakeable. Rockable, opposition rockable. Unshakable, mighty Congress, unshakable. defeatable, 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 opposition defeatable.
Defeatable.
Defeatable, 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 opposition defeatable.
Defeatable.
Undefeatable, undefeatable, Mighty Congress, undefeatable.
Undefeatable.
Manda. Wave two.
Manda.
Luta.
Continua. Viva.
Thank you, thank you. Can I have a seat? Manda.
Wave two.
Manda.
Wave two.
Manda.
Wave two.
Wait, two.
Manda.
Wait, two.
Manda.
Wait, two.
Manda.
Wait, two.
Manda.
Luta. Thank you. Thank you so kindly to our distinguished partisans, members of the Fourth Estate. As I look beyond you, I quickly zoom in a distinguished compatriot, a standing soldier who flew from the middle of Europe, a place that is being referred to as the heartbeat of Europe, Belgium, Augustin Jolo, an astute diplomat. Thank you, Jolo. I'm not surprised you are here. Distance could not have denied you the opportunity to be part of history. And that's why we say the CDC is not a party. It is the populous people movement. A movement owned by the people, protected by the people, run by the people. We want to say thank you. And I see young Olive. I'm inspired by your face. It tells us that the party has a future. The legs of our mode. And the rest of the comrade, we want to say thank you to the battle-tested, the engine of the people's movement, the Revolutionary National Youth League, and all of our friends and partisans, candidates who are here currently. Ria Nika, he's not a musician, but a member of the people's movement. Amanda,
Wave two.
Amanda,
Wave two.
he is a testament of a royal commitment. He's been tested. He's been incarcerated. But still he could not, his spirit could not be broken. He believed in this cost of redemption. Real, you are here to stay and stay forever. Thank you. We are honored and privileged to have in our midst a distinguished leader, particularly for Nima County, a former superintendent. You know exactly what I mean. Is vice drawer of the president, Vaughn, a man who repetition was being misinterpreted, that he was headed on the wrong side of history. But that history was being corrected sharply. The lines were being drawn for a seated here. I don't know how it's possible for you to have the likes of Vaughn and all of the elders. There's an open secret, go and investigate. Since we started visiting Nima County, those who claim that the people of Nima are capitals that they're presiding over, they yet to have a sit down with the elders. It is a clear and empirical fact to tell you the paradigm has shifted. We say this with no arrogance, with a deep sense of humility. We are humble to the elders of Nima County. They have said to us they will jealously protect the reputation of Nima and not to be misinterpreted and ungrateful appreciate you formally. So thank you so kindly. Before we double down on the message, we want to recognize the fact that on Sunday, there was activities occurring in the country. We want to tell the president thank you for his democratic leadership, for ensuring that the space and the atmospheres were created. Even governmental entity was afforded. EFBC, LTV were giving them the opportunity. But we speak about a competitive democracy. That is what we suffer for. We can probably say to you, under a leadership of the then former vice president, we were incarcerated. We was beaten and brutalized. We witnessed the summary execution of our partisans in this country. Only because they were challenging and testing democracy. When the likes of the former vice president became spectators and co-conspirators of the summary execution of men and women of this people's party. And we are grateful today that the fruit of which we labor for is becoming a beneficiary of that. Oh, no regret for that. If history were reoccurred itself, we will even do more than what we did before. We went to jail so that Sunday was possible. Papi Solo was executed so that Sunday could be possible. Morris Kumar was shot in the head so that you could be covered by EFBC under a Joshua leadership. He was executed this whole year. A man who did not die of natural circumstances. He was murdered on instruction of a group of people who thought leadership was their personal affairs. They tried to personalize leadership in this country. It was offensive to say to them that we too deserve to be on the table. But it is what it is. We want to say thank you, salute to our fallen comrades and our matters.
Papi Solo, Papi Solo, Papi Solo, your party stay alive. Your party stay alive. Jeans great, Jeans great, Morris Coleman, your party stay alive. Your party stay alive.
Luther. So Sunday was peaceful. Sunday was extremely peaceful. It was being carried. I want to say salute to the police who provided courage and who provided car vehicle. Police vehicle was seen transporting partisans. Because when people who invited them abandoned them, they could not return to their respective destination. Honor and say Dr. George here. But we saw in September 17, 2023, for an atmosphere to be created, it got to have a mobile model to be brutalized. The occurrence grade was lied upon, drugs were placed in his car, assuming that you were taking drugs along with him. So the 17th, we want to say to you, we extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved family of the Liberians that are being misled, cajoled by manipulation.
Amen.
We send a delegation to the family to sympathize with them. And we witnessed a naked hypocrisy to JFK yesterday. It's not to JFK, where are the parents? We do not play politics with the life of people. and you go on the people's sick bed and you ask them, they should be photographed. That is a blatant violation of their democratic space. What? You don't do that. They are Liberians. We don't care whether you manipulate them to make them your partisans. They were being violated. But as a party, what you demonstrated yesterday, we want the party to meet you. We want to appreciate you. That's what Liberians are looking for. They will meet you and appreciate you for those on our own ground yesterday. Demonstrate their professionalism. We must recognize that. We must recognize that. That's the Liberia we fought for.
National Nurse Appreciation Day. Yo.
Our nurses, our nurses, our nurses should not be politicized. They should not be politicized. And we will say thank you. Our nurses have taken oath to serve humanity. We want to say we salute you with great sense of humility and appreciation for a conspicuous sense of duty demonstrated yesterday. Thank you, our nurses, particularly at JFK. After you blame that JFK just for killing, and you have a partisan that were in care, who could have been excited when you say to us, because you do not trust the health system, they should have been fluid of this country. That is the message we wanted to hear. But no, they will not be fluid of this country. They will not. You do not respect them. You do not value them. You never valued them the last 12 years. You will not do that now. But you could seek medical attention instantly. And not honest enough to tell us that you're seeking medical attention. But the reason is our comfort and our solid is in the understanding and the wisdom of the Liberian people. We have no doubt how they see things around here. Do not mistake him, because they may not be before the microphone like people like us. But for them, they are action-oriented people. Their actions speak louder than their words. We want to say thank you to them. And like we said, we're visiting the family of the bereaved family and all those that got injured. We try reaching out, and we hear that the United Party say when CDC people can't do it. No, it's not you. Why are you trying to politicize? Why are you denying us to meet the people? You got stopped. It's a Joseph Baga said, anything John we are saying to it. That's how it going. Because we say we're going to meet the family, and you say they should not do anything for the family, and they should not reach. What you need to do is solve the people issue and not prevent them. This man is president for every Liberian. Even those who disagree with him, he's president for them. You should not be denying partisans for being assisted by him. The United Party should stop. We want to commend the ANC